Okay, let's take a look at this appearance menu. There's a number of things under here. So the first one is the themes page, and you never want to change the theme because it'll mess everything up. You're using the Enfold theme, but what I've done is I've created a child theme called Porter, and that's the one that you're using, and that reads from Enfold, but if you ever update the Enfold theme, the customization is not lost. The next one is Customize, and that allows you to make changes to the actual actual pages. I don't use that this one either. The next one is widgets, and widgets are these items at the bottom here. These are widgets, and if you had a sidebar, you'd have widgets in there. And a widget is basically just a place. Like here, you can see I've got displayed everywhere: sidebar blog, sidebar pages, footer column 1, footer column 2, footer column 3, and footer column 4. And on the left-hand side, you have options for the widgets, and on the right-hand side, you have the widgets themselves. So you can see in footer column 1, I've placed a text box, and in the text box, I've written some HTML to call your logo, okay, from the media library. In column 2, I've thrown on a text box, which you see right over here, and I've put in the address for the office and a link to a Google map. Okay, so I'm only using text boxes in these widgets. Again, you probably, if you want to change the address in the footer, like any of this copy in the footer, then you would go to this widget page under appearance and make the change. The next one is menus. So there's 3 menus on this site. There's a footer menu, a main menu, and a top menu. So the top menu is this menu here with home, contact us, locations, and news. The main menu is this menu: our firm, our people, practice groups, and legal resources. And the footer menu is this menu down here in the socket. So home, contact us, locations, our firm, our people, community service, and privacy policy. So let's click on main menu and let's select it so that it shows up here. And basically, again, what you have is on the left-hand side are things that you can add to the menu, and then on the right-hand side is the actual menu. Okay, so if I wanted to add this test page that we created before to the menu, I'd just click on it and click Add to Menu, and then it would show up down here at the bottom. So now, if I save the menu, you'll see, go back to the front page and refresh. Now test page is here. Okay. If I want to make it a drop down, then this is all completely drag and drop. So I can make it a drop down under legal resources by just dragging it over and saving. And now under legal resources, you see test page. Okay. Now if I want to make it, I can go multi-level drop down. So if I drag it over a little further, now it becomes a child of Porter Simon Publications. So I save it, refresh, and now when I mouse over legal resources, I get the drop down, and when I mouse over this one, I get the child here. So I just want to show you that the menu functionality is completely drag and drop. And let's just remove this item and save so that we're back to where we started. Install plugins, I don't ever use. This editor is where you can actually edit the code of various files, and unless you're a coder, you would never go in here, but this is where you can access the actual code. Okay. And that's everything for the appearance menu.